These toilets though, you know, I feel like I've been doing them for about 1,000,000 years. I want it to be over. I need it to be over. We have made a bit of progress though. Look at this. This is the wall, obviously, because it's a bit of cable there. You know it's a wall because you know what a wall looks like, but it is a plastered wall. Most of these walls were done by a plasterer. Raymond Kane and Son lives in the village, highly recommended. He was in on Saturday there, choked with the flu cold, and he worked, absolute trooper. This is my work here. I did this one and that one, and you can see that there's some, any blemishes are on us because the walls are not really straight and they were in a poor way. So yeah, so it's a massive milestone and it means that we can get on and do other stuff. Another day, another exciting adventure into toilet renovations. You know, what I'm doing now though is interesting insofar as it can be seen. So for example, we're doing door frames, skirting boards, that sort of thing. And it's not going to be behind plaster or plasterboard. It's going to get painted, but if I put it on squint, it's going to be really obvious that it's squint. It's taking shape. We've got door frames. We have skirting boards, which is fine going on that because it's wood, but I've had to drill several holes to get it into the concrete wall. As you can see, it actually looks more like a toilet now, or you know, like, but not a building site. Ugh, still have to do something with that massive great big hole. I'm going back to Screwfix. Actually, I'm going to Screwfix and Toolstation because each shop only has one toilet pan connector in stock, and I need two. So, but they're right next door to each other. Toolstation and Screwfix are having some sort of a feud. So Screwfix was the first, and I think a co-owner of Screwfix left. And he then opened Toolstation, and whenever a Screwfix opens, he opens a Toolstation next door. I don't know if they're on speaking terms or not, but it's handy. But then I do occasionally go into Screwfix with a Toolstation order and vice versa. Been to Screwfix and Toolstation, and I've got the new bits. Now I now have two of these, and I need to figure out, I can't take them back because I've had them for ages. So what do we do with them? What do I do with this? I've got two. What could we possibly use it for, since we're not using it for the toilet? Answers in comments. Steady. Was there anything that we could use this for? We could make a robot or something. We could, like, I'm sure hand could, it's like some sort of weird, sort of Robbie the Robot type thing. My hand gets stuck in it. That'd be an interesting trip to A&E, wouldn't it? When I started this, I thought I'd just, not joking, I honestly just thought I was going to replace the cisterns, the flushy bits, but got a bit carried away. Our sink unit is sort of here. This is where the sinks are going, and they were going to be going up against that wall. However, we've had a slight measurement miscalculation. Down here is our waste pipe from trap 4, it runs down here, and this sink unit won't fit over it. So we're going to move it from this wall onto this wall, I think is what we're going to do. Also, we actually have our first operational toilet here. This toilet is okay, it's not totally, if you want to use it, you'll need to get a bucket of water to flush it. It's not fully connected up. There's no door, which might be a bit of an issue. But we were thinking about maybe just not having doors. We were maybe just going to have like curtains. Is that acceptable? Lewis, you know Lewis, he suggested that we get those hanging bead things that you get like in your grand's kitchen. I don't think we'd get away with that though. I think there's probably something in the yellow card about privacy. As I say, I'm not shooting these in any order, just keeping you updated. It's quite frustrating because you get to a certain point in what you're doing and then you realise you need something and you can't go any further without that thing. I mean, you could, but then you'd have to guess. It's a bit dark. Hold on. Oh. Just put this. There we go. It's been a couple of... I think you've seen this. We're moving this over there. I think I said that. We've got one toilet in, which is fine. It's not flushing, needs a bucket, and there's no door. Use your imagination. It honks in here, by the way. It's really smelly. I don't know why all of a sudden it's smellier now than it was. I don't know why, but it honks. So I've been trying to get all the toilets fitted and get water at the U-bend so that there's that blockage. So I've got this toilet in as well. Unfortunately, I can't connect this toilet because I need bits for the cistern at the back. It's a different type of toilet. It's a higher level toilet than the other toilets for disabled people. And this has got an open, I don't know if you can see it there at the back, just there, which I need to get a thing called an air inlet valve, a Durgo valve. It lets air in when you flush the toilet, which allows your jobbies to have air behind them to escape, apparently. We're getting there, it's fine, we're getting there. Not getting there quickly enough, but at least you can go for a sit down now, sort of. You can cross your legs, but when I'm not down at the Scout Hall messing around with bogs, I'm up here with Lewis, because my car failed its MOT. He's engaged in a time-honoured manly task, more commonly known as welding. In a minute he'll do some welding. My exhaust has got a hole in it and I'm too cheap to buy a new one, so we're welding the old one. This car's like 30 years old, 28 years old. It's only a couple of years younger than me. I think that I should have a shot at welding because I want to manly too. Any welders or people who think they can weld are looking at that and thinking, that's a mess. Shut your face. We've not really welded before and we can tidy it up, so shh. The underneath of a car, it's fine if it's up on a ramp, but if your car's actually upside down, that's problematic. This is what we're welding up here. Just this wee bit here that you can't really see. That's Lewis, so Lewis is very organised. Have you seen the way that Lewis has labelled his toolbox? You're going to look, because he's labelled everything. I'm not saying that when I labelled everything in the Scout Hall I was poking fun, but I'm just going to have a look at his. Shh, it's just there. He's got Phillips heads, flat heads, pliers, more pliers. Oh, that's a bad word, crap, just say that out loud. Vice grips. That's what vice grips are. It's not like a vice grips. It's not like from Miami Vice. Spanners. God, the spanners. Colour-coded spanners. Wire brushes. This is when in the morning Lewis is so manly. This is what he uses to clean his teeth. Totally. This is a massive thing. Look at the size of that. This is what Lewis. This is like. Look at him. It's so. It's the biggest thing. Massive, big things in there.
Pick my nose.
Moving his bogies. That's the easy bogies he gets with that one. Oh yeah. More. He's got. Yep. This is what he uses to do his nails. This file there. Some Allen keys. But it's all labelled, and this is his push bike. This is the back wheel though. So I will be back, sadly, in the toilets later on. I'm actually off work for the next couple of weeks, so hopefully I'm going to finish the toilets over the next couple of weeks. This car will be getting re-MOT'd hopefully over the next couple of weeks as well. Big thanks to Lewis for helping get everything back on that. I just got really clarty but managed to do very little work, but that's part of the course. That's all there really is. There's not an awful lot. It's yucking it down the rain outside as well. There's a weather. This is the first weekend of my holidays and there's like a yellow weather warning for rain. Back at Screwfix, Kinnaird Park. There's a lot of stuff in the news about people losing their jobs and economic calamity off the back of coronavirus. I have to say though, Craig Park, Kinnaird Park, the fort, whatever we're calling it these days, is mobbed. I remember being up here in a previous video, my motorbike parked up in the main car park at Craig Park there, the fort, Kinnaird, whatever it's called, and it was, all the shops were closed and there was no one there, and it was, I don't know what day it was, but it was a day that would have been like this. It was the middle of the day, and most middle of the days are busy at the fort. And here we are back to normal. I see Primark. I've been in that actual Primark once. Oh, it was awful. It was awful. Yeah, it wasn't good. I was in a JD Sport recently and I honestly thought I was going to get stabbed. And that was the staff. I'm joking. It wasn't just the staff. It was the customers. I know, what the hell was I doing in a JD Sport? Honestly, if you think that's funny, I was in buying running shoes, which is even more hilarious. That is a solid day's work right there. So we've got 1, 2 and 3 toilets fitted, and trap 4 is now in place. Now, I had a slight leak in trap 3 because I had to put that cistern together myself. All the other ones came and everything was attached. And this is, so the flushy thing, the filly thing, and flusher and filler. There's also things that attach them to the cistern to the pan, so anyway, that one leaked quite badly, so, but they're all fine now, and they all work, so, well, they will work, but you'll need that bucket to flush them, so, because I've not connected that yet. I'm going to be putting this up this week, like close to the actual time, which is now. The videos that you've just seen are, the first one would have been from like maybe a couple of weeks ago. We're about ready to paint, so if anyone wants to come down and paint, you know, we've got all the architraves could get glossed, the skirting boards need glossed, don't know, but also we need to go around with decorator's caulk and fill out all the gaps where I've cut things to the wrong size. It's not totally bad, but apparently that's par for the course. Professionals told me that, it's not just me being crap. Painting, caulking, and we've still got wee bits of tidying up to do. None of the electrics have been done. Good, I'm going home for my tea.